What's going on? What's going on? It's Counselor at Large. Counselor at Large. What's going on? I never in my life thought I'd hear a story like this, but I'm gonna play the news story, and we're gonna get right into my thoughts and my reaction to it. And what's your thoughts or reaction? Leave it in the comments because this is one of the most bizarre stories I've ever heard that I would ever hear in my life. Some places are just sacred. Some places that humans know not to mess with. But apparently, the world's going to a different dimension or something like that. So we're going to get into it. This is Counselor at Large. Let's get into the story and let's see what's going on because this is bizarre.
The birthplace of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. doused in.
So apparently a woman, I believe it was last night, tried to burn down Martin Luther King's childhood home. Think about that. What could be going through your mind that you attempt to burn down one of the most influential people of all time in this world who started the civil rights movement, fought for people's rights, all about the people, changing how the country perceives people of color, giving out, fighting for opportunities for others. What is going through your mind where you try to burn down his childhood home? Why is that a target? What is going through your mind? Looks like that's her on the ground right there. Let's get into the story.
Gasoline in an arson attempt. Tonight, one person is behind bars. What we know about them and the home damaged tonight. That is where we begin on News Edge at 11. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Tom Haynes. Atlanta police say that a woman is in custody after trying to burn Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birth home to the ground. A good Samaritan stopped the woman just before the disaster struck. Fox News' Rob Durian.
Salute to that good Samaritan for coming in and stopping this. Because, yes, I live in Atlanta, and down by that area, I don't know, there's a lot of police patrol down there, but I'm glad that Samaritan was around before she lit that fire because apparently she already put, gasoline all over the house. So thank you to that good Samaritan for stopping what could have been a tragedy.
Enzo live for us at the scene tonight. Rob, what more do we know?
Tom, such a bizarre situation playing out here earlier this evening. The good news is, though, this could have ended so much worse. But thanks to those quick thinking actions from those good Samaritans, everything is okay here. You can see things have quieted down from even within the last hour. Earlier today, APD, along with federal agents and national park agents were out here earlier. Right now, there are just so many questions that still remain. We have some incredible videos.
They got her on film? Oh my God. Wait a minute. They got her on film. Wow. This is like daytime. It's like almost like going towards the evening. She out there with the gasoline just. Was that a cry for help? Does she really think she's gonna get away with that? A federal owned building, a building of that significance to the country, to the world, that she thinks she's gonna get away with dousing that thing with gasoline, lighting it, and just walking away like nothing happened? That is bizarre. What is going on in this young lady's head? I would love to have a counseling session with her. I would love to sit down and figure out what that misplaced anger is. A lot of these people walking the streets have a lot of misplaced anger, and they pour that anger into, that anger, they use it towards other people. Innocent bystanders, they use it towards. Why do you think people walk around and somebody, they might just randomly punch somebody in the face or just do something bizarre because they're angry. They need somebody to take it out on. And this lady right here, it's apparently she's going through something. Listen, mental health is not an excuse for arson. Let's get that straight. Okay, the person does need help, but there's a fine line between somebody's mental health challenges versus protecting society and protecting the community. I always hear people say, don't put them in jail. They just need some counseling. Of course, they need some therapy, but let's detain them at this time. You know what I'm saying? So at least they're out of the community's society space. Let's take them out of society space, put them somewhere where they can be neutral and that they can receive the services, even if that's jail. I mean, because you got pedophiles, you got who else you got in jail a lot? You got pedophiles, you got people with antisocial disorder. You got a lot of people dealing with some type of mental health that can cause them to do something like this. But we need to detain them first, and then they can get the help. Even send them to the psychiatric hospital for a time being, and then let them serve out their sentence. Because we want to make sure society is still safe. The overall result and solution is to have society safe. So if that means taking an individual who's dealing with a mental health disorder out of the community for their safety and for society's safety, that has to come primary. So she's just broad daylight going. I don't think she thought she was gonna get away with it. Or she must have knew somebody was standing there. Like I said, I'm not giving excuses or nothing like that. She's apparently going through something, but I don't know if my mind that I don't know if she was gonna light it or not. But let's finish the story.
Though, I want you to take a look at this. Witnesses say that is the suspect in the act holding that red canister. The 26-year-old woman has been arrested, accused of attempting to vandalize Martin Luther King's birth home here in Atlanta. This home here along Auburn Avenue has been undergoing renovations, so has been closed to the public for the last couple of weeks. Witnesses told police the woman came up to the home carrying a gas can before 6 p.m.
I see a lot of people in the comments and with this story saying, how is a black lady, I think she's 26, a black woman trying to burn down MLK, and a bunch of white good Samaritans stopped her from burning down the house. That's either here or there, but it's just funny. Anyway.
They say that she then proceeded to douse the plants and porch with what they say smelled like gasoline. The bystanders, who included 2 off-duty NYPD officers, jumped into
PD officers, okay,
APD show
down here in Atlanta, just hanging out by the MLK building house.
Had a big 5-gallon gas can in her hand and was going like this over the bushes. So I figured she was, related to maintenance for the building or something, was just trying to water the bushes. But it wasn't coming.
My man said water the bushes. She's out there watering the bushes. Maintenance. In an all-black ninja suit.
Coming out, and she seemed a little irritated and a little on edge.
If the witnesses hadn't been here and interrupted what she was doing, it could have been a matter of seconds before the house was engulfed in flames.
Wow. We need to put some protection around that house. Maybe some other landmarks. Maybe we need to secure it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to secure some of these sites, because that's just going to give somebody else an idea. You have some copycats out here. Somebody might come and try to finish that job off. You would think in society there's a overall mental capacity of not to mess with sites as such as the MLK childhood home, but like I said, it's a new day.
It was really about the timing and the witnesses being in the right place at the right time.
She finished dumping the gas and dropped it into the bushes. At that point, I called 911 on my phone, stopped recording.
Okay.
And just
wait, hold on.
Half hour,
he called 911, then he started recording. That's how it should be. A lot of people just hit that record button, forget to call that 911. Let's get into the practice of when you see something going on, call 911 first. Then you can get the footage, and then you can upload it and get your views. Man.
Center released a statement thanking first responders, saying, quote, "Fortunately, the attempt was unsuccessful thanks to the brave intervention of Good Samaritans and the quick response of law enforcement," adding, "Our prayers are with the individual who allegedly committed this criminal act." Now, police tell us the woman is facing charges of
Class act. Our prayers are with the individual who allegedly committed this criminal act. They're aware this lady's going through something. I would love to sit down and was she abandoned by her family? She's going through hard times. What is going on in her head? A lot of people are going through a lot of hard times, a lot of homeless people, but I've never heard of anybody trying to burn down a fixture or a historical site as the MLK childhood home. That is deep. And what is going on in her head that she believes this is going to be satisfaction to her. So I wish I could get her name and get an interview from her, or, sit down with her one day, do a therapy session. We'll see.
Of a criminal attempted interference with government property and attempted arson. She could also be facing more federal charges because this is a federally protected property. That's the latest from here live in downtown Atlanta. Rob DiRienzo, Fox 5 News.
Oh, goodness, just so hard to believe. And thank goodness that home didn't go up in flames, Rob. Thanks for.
Wow. So I just wanted to share this story. Bizarre story out of Atlanta, Georgia. Woman tries to burn down MLK's home, childhood home, which is a big historical site. Like I said, she needs to be, detained, of course. The legal system has to do what they need to do. But of course, this lady needs some help. And we need to figure out what is going on. Was she hearing voices? I mean, you got she could be schizophrenic. She could be hearing voices, and the voice might have told her to do this. I mean, this is some stuff that I've dealt with schizophrenia, and I deal with, clients that hear voices and tell them to do certain things, but I never seen anything like this. So this is a very, this is a story that's very, peculiar and very interesting to me. But this is Counsel at Large. Just wanted to check in with this story. Hit like, subscribe, make some comments, subscribe to the channel, and see you on the next one.